Check out the video description for details. Wednesday, September 20th. Today we're going to talk about Nintendo's recent upgrade of its stock. Its stock has been going through the roof. It's up about 10% since yesterday when it got its upgrade. Part of the thing with the Nintendo Switch is they believe that the sales are going to continue and go through the roof, and they partnered with Tencent to get one of their arena games there, and they believe that it's going to help them get into China. So, strong support for the Nintendo Switch. Really, this year has been a huge year as far as games released for it. You got new Mario, new Zelda. All the biggest franchises are out for it. The concern is next year, are they going to have a bit of a drought? Let's take a look of what they've got coming out. I'll pull this up full screen. Why not? In 2018, they've got their online service, which we don't know what it's going to be, where you can play some of the old games, multiplayer online. That could be pretty cool. The Dragon Quest games, 10 and 11, if they make it out, they've been confirmed. What else do we have here? Project Octopath Traveler looks pretty good. So a lot of good stuff from Square, and that's one of the reasons why we like to invest in Square. Metroid Prime 4, I don't know if that'll come out next year. Dragon Quest Builders, again, another Square. Some indie titles, Super Meat Boy, things like that. Big ones, huge ones, Doom and Wolfenstein 2. Like to see more ports from Rockstar, Bethesda, and different people. Beyond that, not a lot known. I think it's pretty safe to say we'll get a Smash Brothers or something. So Nintendo's going to have to dig into the well, and they've got a pretty deep well of IPs to get out new games next year if they're going to do it. It's really going to see third-party games, what kind of support they give. So I'm not concerned. I think there's been enough surprises like Doom and Wolfenstein and LA Noire and things like that, that you'll see classic games now portable. You may even start seeing some newer games kind of with a lower resolution put out for them. But the idea is that the Nintendo is going to sell certainly like hotcakes, and that's why it was given the upgrade yesterday. I'll pull this up, this article. Just real quick, I'll put a link in the description. But the idea is, again, it's going to continue selling well and go into China. And some people are still saying it may be on par with the Wii. If it is, that would be huge news for Nintendo. Let me pull up their stock chart here to give you an idea of what they've been doing lately. Good news is they are running up. They're breaking above their top line resistance, so there's still more room for this stock to run. But if we look, let's look at the history of Nintendo stock. You can see back when it was released, the Nintendo Wii, when it was at its height, is close to an $80 stock. And then you had your Wii U, and you can see. Let me put the right thing here. Big drop Wii U. You can see on the screen here. They were steady dividend payers, and they only pay dividends when you're making good profits. And you can see some dividends were missing during the Wii U era, and rightfully so. They had their first spike with Mario Go. Probably use a different color here. With Mario Go. Then the hype has been here with that, theme parks, and the Nintendo Switch. So they are now on a big run with the Nintendo Switch. Will it get backwards of 80? I don't know. The stock may start to get a little expensive here. I like their prospects long term. Buy them on the dip, I say still. Next year could be a drought year for them as far as big titles. they've had such a huge year with the games that they've put out. Now it's really going to come down to third parties. They sell the system like they've been selling, and third party support's going to come. Reading articles, it reminds me of the Wii. You forget about the ridiculous titles that were out on the Wii. Basically, everything was ported over in some form or fashion, and they were all out for that system. So all those on the go with the Nintendo Switch, and I think Nintendo does have some surprises up their sleeves. We've seen a lot of Joy-Cons connect to the side of it. Something tells me other things are going to connect to the side of it. So you're going to have other attachments. They're already selling a lot of Joy-Cons of different colors like crazy. So maybe a little weaker next year game-wise, but the system's going to sell. They have such a strong library already. I only see more things, more improvement for Nintendo. So it's getting a little rich, up 10% here. Next big pullbacks, I think, could be good areas to buy if there is a pullback. We like the stock. We think long term, Nintendo's got a pretty big future. Want to see Activision come out with more stuff for them, but it's like a broken record. We keep saying that, and hopefully Activision delivers. So that's it for today's show. I just wanted to touch base on the Nintendo upgrade. We still think they're a buy, very strong stock. May start looking elsewhere. Square, some of the companies that didn't benefit or didn't support the Wii U are going to see a boost. So Square, Take-Two, Activision are big ones to look at for investments. So give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already to get the latest investing news for gamers. That's it, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.